Mad, sad, glad when we feel robbed because someone changed. When you feel robbed of who someone used to be. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne, and we are having a rainy day today. And I am loving it, loving it, loving it. You know, I love rainy days, and actually, it kind of stopped raining, but it's very wet out. And I could go running, but I think today I'm taking a day off of running. I don't think I've taken a day off of running in a long, long time. Sometimes we just have to give our bodies a rest, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm still in my pajamas. Still in my pajamas. So I wanted to come on here and talk about a subject that is a little deep. And as you all know, I talk about all kinds of topics. I talk about funny topics, stories from my life, how to live your best life, how to reach for your dreams. And I talk about some very deep and more serious subjects as well. Of course, this is all my perspective. I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I am back. My camera battery panned out on me, and so I was sitting out on Grandma's porch, and it just fizzled. So I am back with our subject, and if you hear some noise in the background, it is my dishwasher, okay? So I was talking about when you feel robbed by somebody. And I don't mean like they came and stole your money or they stole a possession, but when you feel robbed by someone that they took away who they used to be. It can be through sickness, it can be through emotional, it can be through that they just chose not to love you anymore. It could be through the fact that they've changed so significantly that you don't recognize them anymore. Or it could be their choices are so very negative that we feel robbed of who they used to be. I was talking to my son about that subject the other day, and he came up with this. He said, Mom, it's sort of like being sad, mad, and glad all at once. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He said, well, you're sad that you've lost the person who they used to be. You're mad at them because they took away that person that you knew and loved. And yet you're glad that they're no longer around when they have that bad behavior. And I thought, wow, that's so profound. That's so deep. That's so amazing. It may sound terrible to be glad, but it's true. Often if we've been around somebody and their behavior is so absolutely negative, sometimes we're glad when they just go away somewhere. We wish them well, but sometimes we're glad when they're not around because, well, they're not the same person that we knew and remembered. We're sad that they are not there anymore like we knew them. And we're mad at them for having taken that beautiful person that they used to be away. Now, when I say mad, I don't mean angry. Mad and angry are two very different emotions. Mad is more like a way of thinking. It's sort of like disappointment, great disappointment that something is not right, that it should not have been. Anger is the emotion that sometimes people have behind it. I'm not talking about anger, I'm talking about just you're mad that someone took away or something happened to take away something or someone that you loved. You know, it's not always a person, it could be a job. It could be that a person worked in an environment and it just went out of business. It's no longer there. All those wonderful memories and the combination of people, it's just not there as it was anymore. So we can feel sad, mad. You know, I don't know about glad in that situation, but I guess glad that we have to now go out and find something new. So what happens when someone makes a lot of negative choices and one right after the other habitually, and over time they don't even resemble the person that we knew or had hoped that they would become? Remember, people are always in the state of change. So I'm not going to be the same as I was when I was 20 or 30. I'm going to change, but I want to change for the better. And so likewise, we want other people to change, but change ongoing for the better, not for the worst. So what happens when they change for the worse? By choice. We're sad, sometimes we're mad, and sometimes we're even glad when they're not around. It's just the way it is. We pray, we hope for change. Often we do everything we can to help them change, to be better, to be all that they could be. Sometimes it's out of their control. Some people get physically sick, like my mom. She got ALS and Parkinson's, and her body withered away over 3 years. And it was so sad. She was a fraction of who she was, that I remembered her as being the strong, sturdy woman that drove across country all the time, back and forth, back and forth. Now she couldn't even stand or walk. She was not the person I remembered. It was sad. Or someone who can't even remember who you are. They've got Alzheimer's or dementia, and they don't know who you are. You're sad that they don't even know who you are. They're not the person that they used to be. So when we lose a person one way or the other, or even a situation, sometimes we go through these motions of sad, mad, glad, and we feel robbed. We feel robbed of who that person or that situation used to be. I remember this one person had been on a soap opera for many years, and the soap opera got canceled, and they said they felt sort of robbed. They felt robbed of being able to go there and see all their friends and coworkers and have fun and enjoy and make money and an income. They felt robbed. It didn't mean that they were mad at anybody or angry. It was just the way things were. I believe out of these emotions sometimes can come something good. The person who can't remember our name, but we remember theirs, sometimes we can go sit and hold their hand and share with them the memories that we remember. Sometimes someone who's just a fraction of who they are physically, we can go there and comfort them and love them and give back to them all that they gave to us. That person that changed for the worse, purposefully, by their own choice, sometimes we have to tell them, I love you, but I can't be around you. I will love you from a distance. Other times, we can find ways to still be around them at various levels in order to have a relationship of some kind. And we accept them for who they are. Sometimes not, but sometimes so. Sometimes we do feel robbed of the goodness in other people when they've changed. Sometimes, when a marriage falls apart, we feel robbed of that marriage. We feel we had this amazing marriage and now we're robbed of it. Or a job, or a financial situation. We feel like things fell apart. We feel robbed of those dreams we had of what our future would look like from that angle. So we have to create a new future, a new wonderful future. And sometimes that can be challenging. Sometimes some people don't want to put forth that effort. But sometimes that's the only option if we want to move forward, is to create new beginnings. And sometimes new beginnings with people that have changed. We have to relate to them in a new way. Sometimes we have to go out and look for new jobs or new social situations or new whatever. So I thought I would share this story with you, or these thoughts with you. Remember, they're never advice or ideas or anything. They're just my way of seeing the world. So mad, glad, sad, and feeling robbed are just kind of sometimes all emotions that we can all feel. But we've got to get past those, move on, be positive, and rebuild. From my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.